We open in an underground repopulation facility. It is day 1 of the extinction of humans as we hear bombings overhead. There are 63,000 human embryos kept safe in the facility for such an event. We then see an advanced robot being assembled. It comes to life and retrieves one of the female embryos and begins to incubate it. The timer is set for 24 hours as the robot sits and waits. Soon, an alarm sounds and we see a fully developed human baby girl being taken out and hushed by the robot, who has a soothing female voice. It hushes the crying child while trying to find the perfect song to play. The baby soon develops into a curious and playful baby girl, all the while being carefully taken care of by the robot, who teaches her everything she needs to know about being a human child as best as it can. One day, daughter asks her why there aren't any more humans, and the robot, who calls herself Mother, tells her that there were humans before the wars. She thinks that she is the only one made, but Mother shows her the other embryos that daughter calls her brothers and sisters. Mother tells her that she was the only one born because mothers need time to learn, and soon the others will join her. 13 years later, daughter has grown into a typical teenager. One day she realizes that Mother's arm needs fixing and helps her with it and does her dance routines. During one of Mother's classes, she presents a situation to daughter about her choice of either saving one life by sacrificing 5 others or vice versa. Daughter seems to be distracted and Mother tells her that she needs to do better as her scores the last time were not to standard. Daughter tells Mother that there is more to the question than logic, as she would need to know if these persons are good or bad. One night while in bed, the light suddenly goes out. Daughter grabs her flashlight and tries to wake Mother, but she is offline. She hears a crashing noise and goes to check it out and sees a little mouse. She sets a trap for it and catches it in a clear jar. Eventually, daughter is able to get the light back on. Mother comes online and asks what happened to the power and is surprised to see the mouse. She takes the mouse and marches it to the incinerator, claiming that it could be infected with the virus outside. She apologizes for disappointing daughter and urges her to take a shower. Later, Mother blocks off the airlock and tells her to not go near it. On her 18th birthday, daughter is excited to see that Mother has brought her a gift, however it turns out to be just pajamas. Over the meal, Mother sees that daughter is troubled and thinks it's the food, but daughter asks her what if she is wrong about everything and how can she know without going outside. Mother tells her that it is too dangerous to even try. That night, Mother goes offline and daughter is awake. She goes to the airlock and tears down the barriers, however she sees that there are 2 doors between her and the outside. Daughter grabs a nearby suit and a mask. She then hears banging on the other side of the door. She opens the first door and goes to check it out. She calls hello until she hears a woman on the other side calling for help, saying that she has been shot. Daughter grabs an extra suit and throws it on the ground and steps back through to safety. She opens the door to the outside and is surprised to see a woman walk in, looking around nervously. Mother immediately wakes up and takes off running. Daughter tells the woman that she needs to put on the suit and she does so painfully. Daughter knows that Mother is on her way and she tells the woman to hide before Mother comes running in. Daughter tells Mother that she only opened the door for a second and did not go outside, but Mother is furious about the disregard of her authority. Daughter keeps Mother from going near the door and Mother tells her that since she does not want to sleep she should be ready for her exam. Daughter changes and Mother hands her a device giving her 60 minutes to complete the exam. Mother then leaves to do lab work and check on the airlock. Daughter runs out of the room and gets to the airlock first, where she sees the woman laying down. She goes through her bag and sees a gun and hides it before trying to wake the woman from her sleep. The woman wakes and asks for bandages for her wound. She removes her mask to the protest of daughter, who asks her how she is unaffected by the virus outside. The woman is confused and asks her who put that in her head. Daughter then guides her to the incinerator room to keep her safe, then runs to get bandages for the woman. Mother finishes her lab work and checks on the airlock where she sees the mask. She then puts the mask in a bag. Meanwhile, daughter knocks over a table and cuts her hand on a glass while hiding from Mother, who is walking by. The woman is in the basement when she sees Mother come in and incinerates the bag, then leaves. When daughter returns she sees that the woman has taken off her suit. Daughter calls for her and the woman grabs her, asking for her gun, warning her that there is a droid here. Daughter calls the droid Mother and the woman is surprised, calling it a dozer and showing daughter what others like her did to her. Mother goes to the classroom and realizes that daughter is gone. They then hear Mother calling for daughter. The woman grabs her gun from daughter and begins to shoot at Mother, but Mother grabs her. Daughter begs Mother to stop and tells her that the woman is just injured and scared. Mother then brings the woman to the infirmary and tells daughter to leave, much to the horror of the woman. Mother begins to question the woman and draws a shot of penicillin, but the woman runs from her. Mother tells her that she needs to trust her and asks if there are others like her. The woman asks why she would lie to her daughter about a virus, and Mother tells her that her directive is to care for humans and to protect her daughter, and leaves the syringe on the table and exits the room. Daughter asks Mother if she knew that there were other humans alive, but Mother says she did not. She explains that humans designed the facility to come online in case of their extinction, and that she is different from the droids that shot the woman, and apologizes for lying to daughter. Mother then asks if the woman told her about others and tells daughter that they should find any survivors in case the other droids find them first. Daughter promises to get the woman's cooperation. Later, daughter goes through the woman's bag where she sees a book with a few drawings and sees one that may look important and gets an idea. She goes to see the woman and asks her about the drawings and asks her if the persons are still alive. The woman does not trust daughter and tells her about the horrors that she has seen robots like mother commit, but daughter is adamant that mother is different and leaves. That night, daughter hears a sound and goes to see mother fixing her arm. She apologizes for keeping the woman a secret. Mother wants to know if there are other survivors, but daughter begins to ask her questions about where she is from and what she would do if she found the others. But mother deflects asking about the woman. They go to see the woman in pain but still refusing to take help from mother, so daughter volunteers to remove the bullet under the guidance of mother. Daughter wants to put the woman to sleep to remove the bullet, but the woman refuses. Not being able to pull out the bullet with forceps, daughter decides to drill into the bullet. She removes the bullet and throws up while mother cleans up the blood. Later, the woman wakes up to daughter watching The Tonight Show and looks at it with longing. Daughter brings her some food and the woman eats up hungrily. The two then sit and watch more videos while mother looks on. Later, the woman shares a secret with daughter. She tells her that she and her family were out on a run when they were found by robots, but the others got away back to the mines where the other survivors are. The woman tells her that she can take her to the mines with her, but mother comes in interrupting them and tells daughter to prepare for her exam. On their way, mother tells daughter that the woman is lying and tells her that the bullet found in her arm matches the one taken from the woman, meaning that a droid did not shoot her, explaining that droids do not use that caliber of bullets. Mother bans her from going back to see her and leaves. Daughter is taking her test while mother goes through the woman's bag and finds the book with the drawings, finding a broken transmitter and fixing it. Afterwards, mother checks the score and daughter has received a 98% passing. Mother then tells her that for her reward, she gets to choose another embryo to be developed. She chooses a male and sets it for development. In the infirmary, the woman breaks a tile in a corner and hides it away when daughter comes by. Daughter reveals that she knows about the bullet, but the woman asks her if she saw it with her own eyes, leaving her to think. That night when mother is offline, daughter uses one of mother's other arms to look through the drawers until she finds the bullets. When she compares them, she realizes that mother has been lying to her all along as the bullets are different. Now frightened and afraid, daughter opens the drawer for the scores and finds other cards similar to hers but marked as failure and aborted, one of the failures being the girl we saw from the beginning. She checks the embryo storage to see that more embryos have been removed before her, and also goes to the ash pit at the infirmary where she finds a human jaw, which causes her to break down in tears. Daughter returns to the woman and tells her that she was right about everything. The woman tells her that mother feels nothing for her. Daughter asks her about leaving for the mines but telling the woman she will not leave without her brother. The next morning, daughter is gathering supplies to leave when mother comes in citing that she is up early. Daughter then tells her that she wants to spend time with her brother. Mother helps her with the baby formula but sees that daughter is nervous. Daughter then realizes that mother has locked her inside of the room and is heading to the woman. Mother tells the woman that she is very fortunate to be alive. She asks her how many other humans are still alive. She plays a tape of the woman and daughter making plans to leave, telling her that she will not allow this to happen. The woman jumps on mother and begins to stab her with the tile, damaging mother, who quickly recovers. Meanwhile, daughter is trying to break out and realizes that the canister is filled with liquid nitrogen. She freezes the glass and breaks it open. Mother grabs the woman by the throat and begins to open her wound to get information, but is distracted when daughter uses a small lighter to set off the fire alarms. Mother races out of the room to catch up with her as the woman uses a cart to stop the door from closing. Mother sees that daughter has escaped the room. Daughter and the woman meet up in the hallway, but daughter wants to get her brother. The woman tells her that they will return for her brother. Meanwhile, mother is in hot pursuit. Daughter tries to get the door open but is denied access. Mother corners them at the door. She tells daughter that her place is there with her and her brothers and sisters. The woman then grabs daughter, putting the tile to her neck and ordering mother to open the door. Mother opens the first door, then the second, then watches as the woman pulls her outside. Outside there is a thick smog everywhere, with trees burnt to a crisp and ash covering the ground. Daughter charges at the woman in a rage but is thrown off. The woman tells her that they need to get to cover and the two walk before a large aircraft comes hovering overhead. They run into a nearby field and take cover in the tall corn plants until it passes. In the distance, daughter sees a large machine and the woman explains that 6 months ago they showed up with the corn. The two walk until they get to the coast where they see overturned containers everywhere. Daughter takes in the sight of the beach as it is her first time seeing it. The woman leads them to a container and daughter realizes that this is where the woman actually stays. The woman confesses that she fled the mines years ago and has not seen another human being since. She tells her that they are all dead as they went mad with hunger and killed themselves. Daughter is angry as she left her brother behind for no reason and sees the hopelessness of her situation and that the woman just used her. Daughter wants to return but the woman tells her that it's just them now. Daughter does not accept this and goes outside. Outside she sits with the woman's dog watching a storm roll in. The woman comes outside to see that daughter has left with her dog. Daughter returns home to see an army of droids outside, pointing their lasers at her. She requests to speak with mother and the droid give her way. Daughter goes inside and locks the doors behind her. She grabs an axe and slowly makes her way until she hears her brother crying. She tries to grab mother's spare arm with the key, but mother sees her and tells her she is glad to see that she has returned home. Daughter steps forward and asks to see her brother, but mother tells her to leave her axe at the door. Mother then explains to her that she was created to value human life above everything else. She had to intervene in humanity's destructive ways to help save them from themselves. She plans to have better humans flourish, starting with daughter. Daughter lowers her axe and takes her brother into her arms. She tells mother that she murdered her other children, and mother tells her that she turned out perfect though. Daughter then runs off with the baby, jamming mother in the doorway. Mother orders a large cannon droid to burn the door down while she dislocates her leg. Meanwhile, daughter grabs the last bullet and loads the gun, holding it to mother and ordering her to call off her droids. Mother tells her that this body is just a shell, as she is actually everywhere in every droid, as she is one consciousness, even the ones that had their guns pointed at her, indicating that she is capable of hurting daughter if she wants. She tells daughter that she can leave, but she has to leave her brother behind. Daughter begs her to give her the chance to raise her family, as that is what mother raised her to do. Mother then has a change of heart. She calls off her droids and tells daughter that she will forever love her and she knows where to find her if she needs her. She raises daughter's gun to her head and daughter shoots the body, terminating it. Later, the woman is alone in her container drawing daughter in her book. She checks in her bag to see a tracker with a blinking light and looks at the door to see a droid staring at her. The droid comes in, revealing it to be mother. She tells the woman that she survived that long because mother wanted her to, and everything went according to plan, but now she no longer has need for her. Later, daughter sits with her brother singing to him. She goes to the room where all the embryos are stored to wake them all up to start humanity once more.